Give us about 2 minutes, and I'm touching this real quick and just hit these topics. All right. All right. So just give me 1 second. Okay. Share this too. Okay. Because, yeah, I want to touch on this just real briefly. I want to knock this out because I might upload 2 or 3 more videos tonight on my phone. So I want to hit this, just hit these 2 things, man. Because there's a lot of things about to happen in Seattle, and or not even Seattle, Washington in general, right? And it's really gonna shake the landscape, and it's going to usher in a new reform, and they're trying to break the will of the people, obviously based off of what they're trying to do. All right. So, you know, I'm also gonna go in. Well, you know what's like. I might as well do it as well. Nah, 1 second.
I was on the fence about changing from a manual to an electric toothbrush, but my hygienist said going electric could lead to way cleaner teeth.
Just gonna be monitoring both chats just in case somebody don't be up in here posting something stupid. All right, so yeah. Okay, con. So yeah, give me about 30 seconds and I'm gonna go. Okay. So with that being said, let me go ahead and start it. Okay. All right. I want to say call Allah Yahweh Shem Shai. All right. This is Rayabi Bungad. All right. Zealous Israel Camp. And I want to, I'll just knock all these out in this one video. Lord willing, I get through this as quickly as possible. Yeah, I'm going to touch on the Governor J.A. Inslee mandate for all Washingtonians, right, to wear face masks, all right, as well as I'm going to touch on some things going downtown with the businesses and whatnot, all right. So let's go ahead and get into this, all right, shall we? So let's go ahead. Let me go ahead and share the screen real quick. Let's go ahead and do this. Share the screen. Oh. Well, okay, there we go. So who knows? I may or may not go into these other articles that I have. You know, if I might just want to single those out. Probably do that. You know, actually, that's exactly what I'll do. So yeah, let's go ahead and go into this. All right. So shalom to brothers and sisters that come in on both platforms, YouTube and Facebook. All right. So with that said, let's go ahead and go into this, man. This is like, we understand that times is happening right now. We're living in some evil, demonic times. We understand these things. All right. But this man, speaking of the so-called white man, the Edomites, right? They just know how to vex everything that's sacred and true, even to the point where they will vex a man or a woman, all right, whose natural right is to breathe air, and they're using this falsified, all right, coronavirus, right, which it's been proven that this is just a big goddamn hoax. They even said it out of their own mouth that sunlight kills this thing, right? But yet, now that the summer has hit, we should be seeing drastic drops of this damn coronavirus, all right? It's one thing you're going to bring in martial law, but it's a whole nother thing to do it on the level they're doing it. It's not even, things don't even make sense no more. And it's irritating, you know what I'm saying? Using this virus that's not even real, you know what I'm saying? That's created by that's created created by the damn media to keep people, to bring in fear mongering, bring in fear. It's basically a scare tactic. So it's just crazy, man. Yeah, so Governor J.A. Inslee, that piece of shit punk ass governor that we have, right, in this state, Governor Inslee orders masks to be worn in public to help stem the spread of coronavirus. Like I said, right, we're in the summertime now. They said out of their own mouths, right? They said out of their own mouths that sunlight kills the coronavirus. Now, what they're telling you right now in these last couple of days is that we're seeing dramatic spikes in the amount of cases all of a sudden. And they're predicting a second wave. But how's it going to get through how's there going to be a second wave when summer's going to hit? That's how you know that they're playing games with the masses of these morons that are out here, these sheeple people. All right. So let's go ahead and go into that. Just had to spill on that because we can't stand this goddamn Edomite, man. He's a damn monster. All right. He likes to destroy shit, man. So yeah, this from Olympia. Governor J.A. Inslee Tuesday announced a statewide mandate requiring facial coverings in public to slow the spread of new coronavirus as cases again begin to rise in Washington. Once again, we're experiencing the warmest weathers we've seen thus far in the state. How the hell is it supposed to be rising if sunlight kills it? All right. And for Yakima County, all right. Lord willing, we're able to teach out in Yakima. That's where a lot of you Northern Kingdom, you Native Americans, you Hispanics are at. All right. Which has nearly as many COVID-19 cases as the state of Oregon, and where healthcare workers are struggling with the surge, Inslee ordered even more stringent requirements to make sure people cover their faces at businesses. The new orders set to take effect Friday come after King County last month put in place its own requirements to wear facial coverings in a news conference where he was joined by State Health Secretary John Wiseman and the president of Costco and the union of UFCW 21. Inslee called the new orders imperative as economic activities increases. I think this is the way we need to look at this, said Governor. We just cannot wish this virus to go away. We have to use tools that are available to us that we know that work. Oh boy, I cannot stand Esau, man. You know, this is just amazing that this man he's able to just create these things out of thin air. People just buy into this foolishness, man. So just to let you know, this ain't the only state that's doing this, but this is just the state that I live in currently, and that they're mandating right now. All right. So let's keep going down. And like I said, shalom to all the brothers and sisters coming in. All right. Shalom to all of y'all. And look, the statewide mandate to be formally issued by Wiseman requires people over the age of 5 to wear face coverings generally while they are in any indoor or outdoor public space. Masks will not be required outdoors when people can stay more than 6 feet from apart from each other, while indoors at home with others or while alone in a vehicle. While children under 5 are exempt, the order recommends kids between ages of 3 and 5 to wear facial coverings. So I just want to stop there, and like I said, I'm gonna bring out these scriptures. Why would you want to block? See, look, it's like this, right? It's one thing that you have viruses, which the so-called white men, the Edomites, are a virus any damn way. Look what they did to Taino and Arawak Indians down in the Caribbean islands. Look what they did to the North American Indians with the chicken pox. And all these other different indigenous tribes, nowhere near experiencing the mass plagues and viruses and diseases, man, before these people came over here, right? What amazes me is that the fact that you have guys that are out here, what I'm saying that this man is not the devil that the Bible speaks of. He's not Esau. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. Like, this is some devil shit, man. Says, while children under 5 are exempt, the order recommends kids between the ages 3 and 5 to wear facial covering. So basically, like if you work and you're wearing this stupid ass face mask, usually you wear it because you don't want to have the environment to affect you, right? But they're telling you that these masks don't even protect you. It protects the other person that's not going to protect you. That's like an oxymoron. All right. Now, it doesn't even make sense. And that's why this man got to be taken up out of power, because he is the devil that the Bible speaks of, right? Why would you, and depriving yourself of air is going to mess up your respiratory system, your lungs, going to mess up your nasal breath connection. I forget the term that you use it for, but these are things that are essential to your body, and covering that up and to recommend a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old to cover your mouth up that's one of the more sinister things you can do. All right. Yeah, man, like I don't like, it's clear what they're trying to do, because they're trying to, in the process of bringing forth the one world government, the new world order, there's going to be stricter reforms of how you deal in public. These morons, which is all according to prophecy, because you got a lot of clowns out here, a bunch of idiots that you see walk. These people are the walking dead. Our people, the Israelites, are walking dead people, having no clue what's going on right now. And cold thing is, as I put the camera on this madness, all right, on this piece of shit, may the Most High curse this guy, man, and his handlers that ordered him to do what he's doing. Oh yeah, if you don't breathe, so not to jump too far off, right? But yeah, these Walking Dead just then gave up their rights pretty much. Here's the thing, though, right? Not only does this violate your constitutional rights, because watch this, right? Watch what happens if you don't wear a mask going outside to breathe the fresh air that was God given for your lungs, right? For life, right? So watch this. Also exempt from the governor's order, people who cannot wear a mask for medical reasons, or people when they are communicating with someone who is deaf or hard of hearing. And the order will recognize times when people can remove their masks, such as when they are eating at restaurants or engaged in recreational activity, either alone or with members of their household, right? So watch this. Violations of the statewide order are a misdemeanor. So if you don't put a mask on, not just to go shopping or eating it, what have you, but to just go outside, to go walk, and let's say you come into contact with somebody, right? If you don't have that mask on, watch this. violations of the statewide order are a misdemeanor, Jay Inslee said, but we don't want to have enforcements of this. Then why would you, if you don't want to have enforcement of this, why would you establish this law to begin with? So it's a misdemeanor by not wearing a mask on your face and breathing fresh air now. And this is just showing you the signs and times that they're coming into more stricter, draconian style-based laws. All right. I mean, this is just a this is a sub form of this, man. And right now, brothers and sisters better understand what time they living in, man. Like, we ain't got time for games and giggling and hollering. This is not the time, man. Because one thing that this is going into is the fact that they're trying to, guys like this, they're trying to shut, like the deep grassroots of this is that they're trying to shut up the word too. They know that the brothers like myself, the brother that teach with me, and certain sincere brothers, splinter groups, all right, not these big well-known groups that are out here, but like certain splinter groups are out here teaching. They're trying to shut up the word ultimately up here out in Washington and everywhere else, but especially up here, because I believe that Seattle has taken this, pretty much downtown Seattle is a done deal. But there's other spots, so they're trying to shut down whatever they can. But also too, all right, let me go ahead and go to Isaiah. You know, they're also trying to condition the people to, you know, to basically bow down, so to speak. You know, and what this is going to cause, all right, what this is going to cause, before I bring out the scripture, is going to cause civil unrest on a greater scale, because nobody is going to get to the point where, okay, you're going in the store, you have to wear a mask. Now you can't go outside without a mask. If you go outside without a mask, you'll get a misdemeanor. You'll get a fucking charge on your damn record. Just like that. What they're trying to cause these people is causing them to go on the civil unrest, man. You know, because at this point, like, people should be, you know, forcing this man up out of his seat, but people ain't gonna do that because, you know, like the scripture says, you know, blind leads the blind, they gonna fall into a damn ditch. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these people are just, there's no life in them. You know what I'm saying? Especially our people, because our people, they just don't care, man. So watch this. Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. So woe, basically, these people need to be howling and lamenting, man. Like guys like this and all throughout Babylon, like these guys need to howl and lament, because what they're causing is they're causing the downfall of their own of this country, all right, of their own businesses, right? So woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and write grievousness which they prescribe. It is very grievous to tell somebody to wear a mask outside. And if you don't wear a mask outside and breathe fresh air, if you don't breathe fresh air, you're going to die. If you don't breathe enough fresh air for a long period of time, you're going to slowly but surely kill yourself and cause external damage to your lungs, all right, to your respiratory. Those are grievous things, all right. So I'm gonna read that again. Woe unto them, woe unto the so-called white man, the devil, Esau, the devil, so-called white man, the caveman, the Edomite man, the Caucasian man, all right, especially the ones that be ruling in this damn kingdom. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, in that right grievousness that they prescribe. Okay. Which they prescribe, and that's what they prescribe. So verse 2, to turn aside the needy from judgment, right? You know, people need air. People need fucking oxygen, all right? And in particular, our people, because they're going to be targeting our people, but they're going to be targeting everybody as well. Skip this over. And take away the right from the poor, and to take away the right from the poor of my people. They're coming after Jake with this, but they're also going to come after the men of the Lord, man. Because what do? We cry out loud and spare not. It's going to be very difficult to do that with the mask. All right. But there's ways around it. We got to do what we got to do and maneuver in this punk ass kingdom. But oh boy, they're really trying to do it this year, man. And to take away the right from my people, the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. All right. That's what these devils is about, man. Controlling everything, plundering everything, putting up rules and regulations that will just literally destroy you from the inside out. Okay. And to take the way of poor of my people. Because that's what they're gonna do to Jake. Because a lot of Jake is gonna be like, fuck this, man. And what they're going, and with that being said, you're gonna see, I'm betting you, I'm not for sure, but a lot of Jake, they're probably gonna use this to come after Jake and put the face of Jake, you blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, right? Because they already said that the Hispanics supposedly is catching this COVID-19 more so than any other demographic up here in Washington, right? They're gonna use this to come after Jake and to put our faces put Jake's faces, us, our people, faces as the face of COVID-19 and to demonize our people. Like I said, they're also doing this to demonize them. They're also trying to do this to shut up the word, man. Verse 3, and what will you do in the day of visitation and in the desolation which shall come from far, to whom ye will flee for help, and where will ye leave your glory? All right. So the Most High, you know what I'm saying? Look, the Most High has these devils marked, man. They're doing what they can, but this word is not going to go shut up and void. It's not going to return back void, man. So let me go ahead and get Isaiah, because that's what they're doing. Like deep down, that's what they know, that we up here teaching, the word. So they're trying their best, to push this word up out of here, man, as well as conditioning the mind of people to follow this new world order and philosophy and this draconian style way of life, this so-called new, what do they call? This is the new norm. All right, that's that new tagline that they're doing, that everybody's dealing with. So Isaiah, the book of Isaiah, what is it? 30 and 20, I believe. Let's go ahead and go to Isaiah 30 and 20. So I'm going to go Isaiah 30 and 19. For the people shall dwell in Zion and Jerusalem. Thou shalt weep no more, and be very gracious unto thee at the voice of thy cry. And when he shall hear it, he will answer thee. We're coming in these times, man, that the Lord is going to deliver us from devils like this and devils like that. All right. And he's going to do that through the prophets, man. Okay. That's how he's going to do it. Okay. So, see, let's go ahead and go here. Verse 20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thy eyes shall see thy teachers. And thy ears shall hear a word behind thee saying, this is the way, walk ye in it. When ye turn to the right hand and when ye turn to the left. So whatever they're trying to do, trying to shut down the word, also it's all going to come to naught, man. These devils got to do what they got to do, because they know their time is up. Time's up on their ass. So it is what it is, all praise to the Most High, what I'm saying, at the end of the day. So, lock in. So yeah, with that said, let's go ahead and skip over to this. Business owner, okay, watch this. And this has been going on for a long while. All right. Business owners say downtown Seattle hurting long before COVID-19 and riots. And yes, this is true. All right. And this is the final segment of this video that I'm doing right now. Yeah, this state's been hurting long, or the downtown Seattle's been hurting long before this, right? So let's play the quick clip real quick.
Need new siding, new windows, or new roofing? Over 45 years in business and an A+ rating speaks for itself. And yes, we're an essential business, ready and well prepared.
Call Builder Service Company today.
Businesses in downtown Seattle are struggling to survive the impacts of COVID-19 and nearby protests. Some store owners tell us their fight to survive started well before the pandemic.
Yeah, so Q13's Frankie Thompson gives us a closer look at what's happening in an almost unrecognizable part of the city.
Panels and panels of plywood is pretty much all you see traveling through downtown Seattle. People who live and work around here say they believe until businesses, cruises, and sporting events reopen again, downtown will look and feel just like this for a long time.
Really quiet. It's really eerie.
Walking through downtown Seattle is not like it used to be before the COVID-19 pandemic.
With all the windows boarded up, it just feels not like so much a neighborhood, just kind of like a ghost town sometimes.
You know, with the COVID.
Yeah, you know what, I'm gonna say that with that damn Edomite just said. You know, I was coming from mixed martial arts training, ground and pound training, back on Tuesday. You know, still look, you know, gyms open. You know, when I was coming from the gym, and you know, this is when I found out about all this thing about the masks and whatnot. You know, the cold thing is when I got off the bus and I walked down the areas where I used to teach at on 4th and Pine and 2nd Avenue. Downtown Seattle is dead, bro. You know, when I look at some of the people that's still down there, it's like, bro, it's literally the Walking Dead. You know, druggies, people out of their goddamn mind, meth and crack out of their mind. All managers is folly. You know, and I was just looking at all these boarded up places, like, bro, just a year ago, there were thousands of people down there, man. It was full of people just walking around, businesses. And yes, businesses were closing up. I've seen many stores, restaurants, things were closing up before all this, right? Macy's, like I told you in other videos, closed down on 4th and Pine, where I used to teach at with Sakari and GMS of old days, right? But like a lot of businesses were closing down. Tourism has been hurt. They're also talking about tourism dying in another article. I don't know if it's in this article in particular, but they also were talking about how downtown, they were saying that in downtown that there were people that businesses are actually threatening to leave downtown Seattle because of all the rioting and all the drugs and gang violence that's now plundered and polluted that place, man, because of the riots, COVID-19, all that. It's just not recognizable, which is all praises to the Most High. Because what that means is, and I'm gonna bring out some scriptures, I'm gonna let this continue to play, but just giving you my personal testimony. Place is done. Downtown Seattle is done. And that's going to affect Seattle if we're still around for the next 3 years. I predict 3 years time, if we're still around, and I'm going to say this for you over-righteous Israelites. If I say 3 years down the line, potentially, if you get on me for saying that, then fuck you, man. We don't know when this is going to go down. We see the times, yes, but all right, we're watchmen. All right. So potentially, if there's 3 or 4 years down the line, Seattle's going to be a third world type city, man. It's going to put it like that, man. This with the 14th largest market in the country. You can kiss that goodbye, man. So yeah.
Good situation, and with the protests, there's definitely less people in the downtown core right now.
Sad to see.
Less people downtown is something business owners say they noticed before the coronavirus outbreak.
Yep.
It becomes mind-numbing, quite frankly.
Store owner Joey Rodolfo, who we spoke to a few months ago, says downtown tourism has struggled for a while. He believes people are afraid because of a long list of violent crimes in the area, like the shootout near 3rd and Pine that killed one person and injured several others in January.
Just a real bad taste for people to come down here, deal with panhandlers, deal with everything that's going on. And so for us as retailers down here, we've been hanging on, and then all of a sudden COVID hits. And so, you know, we shut down.
If the shutdown wasn't bad enough, Rodolfo says riots that resulted in vandalism and looting made things worse. His store was ransacked, costing him thousands in lost merchandise, registers, and equipment. His place was boarded up like so many others in the area.
It's 3rd Avenue, 4th Avenue, you go down 5th Avenue and 6th Avenue here. It's a sea of particle board.
A sea that once looked like a vibrant community. Question is, when will that vision return?
Are we going to make it through?
Never.
I know we're going to make it through.
Never.
But how we come out of it is what I can't tell you. Nobody knows.
King County is in phase 1 of the Safe Start Washington plan. Business owners tell
All right, that's enough on that. We're in phase 2. You know, this was 7 days ago. But yeah, that's the point, though. All right, this thing is imploding up here, man. It's not going to be the same Seattle in the next year or so, man. Like I said, if the dollar don't crash, if something crazy don't happen by that time, you know, this place is finished, bro. And that's all praises, man. Seattle and Washington State is a wicked ass fucking state, man. Bunch of witchcraft, bunch of faggots. All right. Bunch of witches, wizards, sorcerers, man. All right. And you also got a bunch of bugged out doctrines up here, weed heads up here, people engaged in meth. You know what I'm saying? This place is finished, man. So, yeah, with that said, let's go ahead and go to the grinders ceasing. I believe that's in Ecclesiastes. Yep, Ecclesiastes 12:3. Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. So in other words, right, we got to remember the Most High in our youth. And in particular, in these times, right, how it relates and correlates to these times, right? We have to remember the Most High in our youth, all right? And when we came up, how we came up as Israelites, being brought back into the faith, no longer calling ourselves Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, all right? Coming back into this knowledge, all right? We got to remember them in our days of our youth, right? While the evil days come not, and we had to remember those days for those particular days, all right? Because the evil days did not come. We kept prophesying and prophesying, and yet, look, I give GMS Elder Tahar credit. This is the year of prophecy, and from here on out, more things are going to happen. All right, these are the evil days, the bad days the Lord spoke of. All right, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. And look, we forsook all to come into the Lord. And Khan, I seen Bakwash's comment, Trump is going to close down those devils and jakes. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that stupid ass thing in Capitol Hill, man. Chop, Chaz, whatever the hell they call it now. You know, they're gonna shut that down. Seattle's soft. I'm just gonna put it like that, man. Yeah. We don't have. I'll just say this, right? Up here, man, I'm all praise to the Most High that this is happening. And we don't have no pleasure in our old days, man. Have pleasures in the time since we've been in the truth all the way up to now, man. That's basically in the basis of that scripture. Ecclesiastes 12:2. While the sun or light or moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. And guess what this is right here? Oops, lock. Shit, isn't this not the keepers of the house not trembling right here? You know, the scriptures is so true, man. And that's why this is a comforter to us, man. The Holy Spirit's our comforter. The Word is our comforter. And they go play hand in hand. You need the Holy Spirit to understand the Word and understand what time we're living in. All right? In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the window be darkened. And guess what? Darkness has came over to the city of Seattle, downtown Seattle, a flourishing place, all right, has now become a desolate place, man. That's how the Lord does, man. The Lord he'll take this damn prideful ass city and turn it into naught, man. Them damn gay pride parades in downtown Seattle, man. You know, we always had to plan the other day because we didn't want to get caught up in that madness. Guy downtown, man. One time when I was by myself, I cursed every last one of them out, man. Told them that the Yahweh Shem was gonna burn their ass, man. With thermonuclear missiles, man. The Lord's shutting this shit down, man. Grinder's ceasing right now, man. He's shutting it down. Sick of this goddamn, I'm sick of this goddamn place, man. All right. Sick of this goddamn place, man. All right, he's shutting it down. Slakia. All right, so yeah, because they are few, and those that look out the windows will be darkened, and the doors shall be shut in the streets, and the doors shall be shut in the streets. And the doors shall be shut in the streets. What is that? What's this? What's this, Seattle? What's this? The word of the Lord. The word of the Lord manifesting right before your goddamn eyes, man. Let me read Ecclesiastes 12:4. And the doors shall be shut in the streets. Okay. Some played in unison. And it says what? And the doors shall be shut in the streets. All right. Look at this. Okay. Lord is not playing no goddamn games, man. And when the sound of the grinding is low, he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. And guess what is brought low too over there in downtown Seattle? You know what else has been brought down very, very low down there? Is all those little musical events that was down in that Pike Place area, man. Shut down, man. Ceased. Ghost town. I'll praise to you. How about Shimmy Outshot, man, for that, man? How about Sham Yahushai, Slakia. All right. And it's over with, man. So, and it's in verse 5, and also when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire shall fail, because man goeth to his long home, and mourners go about the streets. And you know what that is too? A lot of those people that I saw down there, man, completely gone and desolate, man. Grass, you can kind of see grassroots because ain't nobody cutting grass, you know, what I'm saying? Nobody's cleaning nothing up. So moss, doleful creatures, grasshoppers, animals gonna have fun down there, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, you know what, me and the brother in our ministry, we done dusted that city off our feet, man. And actually, that'll be the very next scripture I go, and I'll close out with this. All right, Matthew the 10th chapter. Because you know we're apostles, we're prophets, we're priests. All right, or at least I am. All right. Well, definitely an apostles and the prophets, right? So let's go ahead and let's see. So just give you context. This is Matthew 10:1. 10:5. These 12 Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And the lost sheep of the house of Israel is where? All right, that's all throughout Babylon the Great, and that's what we're sent to. All right, let's see, let's skip down. And in whatsoever city or town ye shall enter, inquire who it is worthy, and there abide till ye go thence. And when you come into a house, salute it. And if the house be worthy, let your peace come to it. But if it not be worthy, let your peace return to you. And watch this. This is the killer right here. Matthew 10:14. And whosoever shall not receive you nor hear your words, when you depart out of that city, out of that house or city, shake off the dust of your feet. All right, and that's what we done to downtown Seattle, man. Shaking the dust off our feet. It ain't coming back, man. Those glory days in Seattle, it's not coming back. It's coming back void, man. All right, the word's been down there for years, for 20 years. All right, in the last since 2007. All right, it's over. Whosoever shall not receive you nor hear your words when you depart out of that city, house or city, shake off the dust of your feet. And verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city. Oh yeah, downtown Seattle, just like everywhere else in Babylon the Great, is marked for thermonuclear, intercontinental ballistic missile destruction. Nuclear destruction is coming to Babylon the Great. Downtown Seattle is also destined for that. The place is worse than damn Sodom and Gomorrah. Sodom and Gomorrah has more honor than this fucking place, man. And that place was full of a bunch of sexual degenerates, man. And this place has exceeded that billions of times over. And Seattle was one of the greatest cities to do that. But yet, guess what? The Lord is mocking your ass, Seattle. Mocking all of these people, man. That ain't a part of the elect of the nation of Israel, man. That's why it's imperative you blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, you Israelites, repent now, man. Because the Lord ain't playing. The Lord is done playing games, man. So with that said, I'll say these other two for another lesson. I want to say, Kahala Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Brak Yahweh, Brak Shai, Kahala Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai. All right, this is Raya B'Bungad, all right, from the Zealots of Israel camp. And till next time, next news session, I'd like to say Shalom. Much love to y'all, brothers and sisters.